Hi, this is Polybanteaches and I am Sagorika Banerjee. Once again, I am back with another exciting video of English language. Today, I will be teaching you tenses, part 2 of the tenses. So, stay tuned to my channel, #Polybanteaches and watch the video till the end. So, as I told you that I would be teaching you part 2 of tenses today. So let me just share the screen with you all and begin my class today. So tenses part 2. Let's see what we will learn from this video. So uses of the present and past tenses. In this video, I will be taking up certain important types of present tense as well as the usage of this tense. So present tense is basically divided into 4 types. First is simple present tense. The simple present tense is used to express a habitual action as he drinks tea every morning. Now this is a habit. So you can, whenever you write your habitual action, you can use simple present tense, which is also called as present indefinite tense. So to express a habitual action, you can write down the sentences like he drinks tea every morning. I get up every day at 5 o'clock. My watch keeps good time. So all these sentences express the simple, express the habitual action, and this comes in the category of simple present tense. Now the second part, apart from getting used in order to explain the habitual action, simple present tense can also be used to express general truths, like sentences like the sun rises in the east, honey is sweet, then fortune favors the brave. So in these 3 sentences, you can very well understand that these are the universal truths or general truths. So the sentences like such are categorized in simple present tense or present indefinite. One thing you need to understand that in this case, we need to use the first form of verb, and with that, we can either use add s or es if we are using it with third person singular number. Next is simple present tense can also be used in exclamatory sentences beginning with here and there to express what is actually taking place in the present. Like, here comes the bus, there she goes. So these 2 sentences come under the exclamatory type of sentences. But in these 2 sentences, we need to understand that the sentences start with either here or there. And in such type of sentences, we can use the simple present tense, that is present indefinite tense, and thus to express what is actually taking place in the present time. Next, present indefinite or simple present tense can also be used in vivid narrative as substitute for simple past. For example, Saurabh now rushes forward and deals a heavy blow to Rustam. Another example, immediately the Sultan hurries to his capital. So these type of sentences, these are the vivid narrative sentences, and the simple present tense has been used as a substitute for the simple past. Another case, to express a future event that is part of a fixed timetable or fixed program. So simple present tense or present indefinite can also be used to express a future event that is part of a fixed timetable or fixed program. For example, the next flight is at 7 tomorrow morning. Now, although the tense used here is simple in present tense or indefinite, present indefinite tense, but it is telling us about the future event. The second sentence you can see, the match starts at 9 o'clock. Similarly, the train leaves at 5:20. Last sentence, when does the coffee house reopen? So if you can see minutely in all these 4 sentences, the verb is actually in the simple present tense or present indefinite, but they all are expressing future event. One important thing we need to understand that note also the other uses of simple present tense. There are, apart from these 5 uses, there are certain other uses of simple present tense. What are they? Let's see. First is, it is used to introduce quotations. So simple present tense can also be used to introduce quotations, like when we put in inverted comma. Keats says, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. So this was a quotation. So when we introduce a quotation, Keats says is the simple present tense. Next is, it is used instead of simple future tense in clauses of time and of condition. Like the sentences here, I shall wait till you finish your lunch. So the portion till you finish your lunch, this is written in simple present tense and it serves as a clauses of time and of condition. If it rains, we shall get wet. So although the sentence is in simple future tense, but if it rains is the portion which is a clause of time or condition. Okay, so here also we can use simple present tense. As in broadcast commentaries on sporting events, the simple present tense is used instead of present continuous tense to describe activities in progress, where there is stress on the succession of happenings rather than on the duration. The simple present is used instead of present continuous with the type of verbs. What are they? Like see, hear, smell, notice, recognize, appear, look, seem, want, wish, desire, feel, like, love, hate, hope, refuse, prefer, think, suppose, believe, agree, consider, trust, remember, forget, know, understand, imagine, mean, and mind. So all these words can be used in simple present tense instead of making them use in the present continuous tense. Now, second type of present tense is present continuous tense. What is it? The present continuous tense is used, first is for an action going on at the time of speaking. Like I am speaking right now, and what I am doing? I am teaching. So I am teaching you. So this is continuously going on. This is the work which I am doing while I am speaking. So in such conditions, in such type of cases, we use present continuous tense. So she is singing now. The boys are playing hockey. So if you can see, here we will use supporting verb is an are, and the main verb is attached with ing, means the ing form of the main verb. Sing becomes singing, play becomes playing. Second is for a temporary action which may not be actually happening at the time of speaking. So let's see what type of sentence will come under this category. I am reading David Copperfield. So this sentence means when the speaker was saying this, it does not necessarily mean that the speaker is reading or was reading at that time. It means that during those days, speaker was reading. So if you see, I am not reading at this moment. When I am speaking out this sentence, I am not reading. But nowadays I am reading. So I am reading David Copperfield. This is the name of the book, David Copperfield. So in such type of cases, for a temporary action which may not be actually happening at the time of speaking, we use present continuous tense. Next comes for an action that has already been arranged to take place in the near future. For example, I am going to the cinema tonight. My uncle is arriving tomorrow. So present continuous tense can also be used for an action that has already been arranged to take place in the near future. Like the sentence you can see in the first example, I am going to the cinema tonight. So although it is used in present continuous tense, which is also called as present progressive tense, but it is denoting future event. My uncle is arriving tomorrow. So my uncle has not yet arrived. He is arriving tomorrow. That means he is going to arrive tomorrow. So it is denoting future event, but we can use present continuous tense. Next is, it has been pointed out before that the simple present is used for an habitual action. We have read up till now. However, when the reference is to a particularly obstinate habit, something which persists, means continuously taking place. For example, in spite of advice or warning, we use the present continuous with an adverb like always, continually, or constantly. So let's see. My dog is very silly. He is always running out of the road. So, although it is in present, simple present tense, my dog is very silly. But when I am writing the second part of the sentence, he is always, adverb always is used. He is always running out into the road. So, this again relates to an action which is obstinate habit, and even in spite of advice or warning, it is continuously going. Now, let us see what this particular slide is telling us. The following verbs, on account of their meaning, are not normally used in the continuous form. What are they? Verbs of perception, like the verbs see, hear, smell, notice, recognize. These are the verbs used to perceive, or for you verbs of perception. So in such verbs, we never use ing. We do not write I am seeing, I am hearing, I am smelling, I am noticing, I am recognizing. No, this is wrong. Then verbs of appearing, when we appear, like appear, look, seem, we do not write the continuous form. Verbs of emotion, want, wish, desire, feel, like, love, hate, hope, refuse, and prefer. And the last one is verbs of thinking. For example, think, suppose, believe, agree, consider, trust, remember, forget, know, understand, imagine, mean, mind, all these verbs. So we do not write the continuous form of, normally we do not use the continuous form of all these verbs. Next, have. Have means possess, own, possess, belong to, contain, consist of, be, except when used in passive voice. So we do not use ing. We means normally do not use. So if I am writing this sentence, you can see in the slide, these grapes are tasting sour. It may seem to you that grammatically it is right, but no, we do not use ing form of taste in this way. We will write the sentence correctly in this way. These grapes taste sour. I am thinking you are wrong. I think you are wrong. This is the correct sentence. She is seeming sad. She seems sad. And he is having a cell phone, which this is the sentence which we normally speak. But if we see grammatically, it is wrong. It has to be like that. He has a cell phone. However, the verbs listed above can be used in the continuous tenses with a change of meaning. Like, she is tasting the soup to see if it needs more salt. So, if we are adding some more words, it changes the meaning. Then in that case, we can use this sentence. Third form of present tense is present perfect tense. The present perfect is used to indicate completed activities in the immediate past. Means just now you have finished, and then you can use this present perfect tense. He has just gone out. It has just struck 10. Means just now it happened. Another case when we can use present perfect tense to express past actions whose time is not given and not definite. any past action, but the time is not given and it is not definite when it has happened. So there we can use present perfect tense. Have you read Gulliver's Travel? I have never known him to be angry. So no time is given, no definite time period is given. So we can write down the present perfect tense in such sentences. Mr. Hari has been to Japan. Next is to describe past events when we think more of their effect in the present than of the action itself. Like, Gopi has eaten all the biscuits. That means there aren't any left for you. So all the biscuits are finished. I have cut my finger. That means it is still bleeding now. And then I have finished my work. That means now I am free. So in such cases where we need to describe the past events when we think more of their effect in the present than of the action itself. Another case when we can use present perfect tense to denote an action beginning at some time in the past and continuing to the present moment. So often with since and for phrases. For example, I have known him for a long time. He has been ill since last week. We have lived here for 10 years and we haven't seen Padma for several months. So in all these sentences, the action has begun at some time in the past and is still continuing to the present at the present moment. So the following adverbs or adverb phrases can also be used with the present perfect tense, apart from those mentioned above. So what are they? Never, ever, ever in questions only, so far, till now, yet, yet in negatives and questions, then already, today, this week, this month, etc. So we need to understand there is a note that the present perfect is never used with adverbs of past tense, past time. We should not say, for example, he has gone to Kolkata yesterday. In such cases, the simple past should be used because yesterday is written. So adverb of past time, yesterday is written. So we cannot write present perfect tense there. We need to write he went to Kolkata yesterday. Okay. If we are using he has gone to Kolkata yesterday, then it is a wrong sentence. Now the last type of present tense is present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous is used for an action which began at some time in the past and is still continuing. For example, he has been sleeping for 5 hours. That means he began that action of sleeping and it is still continuing. That means he is still sleeping. They have been building the bridge for several months. They have been playing since 4 o'clock. This tense is also sometimes used for an action already finished. In such cases, the continuity of the activity is emphasized as an example of something. For example, why are your clothes so wet? I have been watering the garden. So in this particular sentence, the tense is used for an action already finished. So in such cases, the continuity of the activity is emphasized as an explanation of something. So that's all for today. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. And yes, do not forget to click on the bell icon so that you get the notifications of all my latest videos. So till I bring more videos, bye bye.